A family that has got this chemical formula is called an alkene, and an alkene ends with ene. And the family that has got this chemical formula is called an alkane, and it has got these letters that it ends with ane. This is how you get to identify this. So this is the first thing that you need to do. This is the first thing that you need to get. So in this particular lesson, I want to teach you hydrocarbons, because this is the first thing that you need to do whenever you are just introduced to organic chemistry. You need to understand what are hydrocarbons. An hydrocarbon is a compound that gets to contain hydrogen and carbon atoms only. So it just contains hydrogen and carbon atoms only. In other words, if you want to know the name of that hydrocarbon, you will get to follow this. This is what we get to follow. If the number of carbons are 1, the name should start with that. If the number of carbons are 2, the name should start with that. If the number of carbons are 3, the name should start with that. So before we go any further, these ones are called alkenes. These are double bonds. So this one, it has the number of carbons 1. So this one has got a double bond of carbon to carbon, which means that the first one, it does not exist, because we only have one carbon. So there we don't have this compound with one atom for carbon. But in this one, we can put one atom for carbon there, so which means that N is 1. Meaning that I say C, I put a 1 there, 1 we don't show. H, I know that N is 1. 2 times 1, you get a 2. Plus 2, you get a 4. So this is a chemical formula. I'm going to get this and just put these letters. So I say this is what? Meth. Then it ends with what? ANE. It becomes methane. This is what you are supposed to get and understand. So I want to teach you how you get to come up with correct chemical formulas of hydrocarbons. I go to this one. This one meaning the number of carbons N is equal to what? 2. Which means it does exist here. So when I say the chemical formula is what? This is the general chemical formula. So which means N is what? N is 2. So I'm going to say that C2, then I say H, I'm just saying 2 times 2, I get a 4. So the name is starting with this, I just put ENE. So it is what? Eth. Then I put ENE, it becomes ethene. This is what you are supposed to know. This is what you are supposed to understand. So these are some of the things that I want you to get. These are some of the things that I want you people to know. When we go to this, we are following this chemical formula that is there. This is the general formula. So N is what? N is 2. So I say C2. I say H. I put H. So N is 2. 2 times 2, 4. Plus 2, 6. This is the what? The chemical formula. What is the name then? What is the name? This name is like this. This is the name. It ends with that. So this is what? ANE. It becomes what? Ethane. So this is ethene. This is ethane. These are two different families that fall under the homologous series. So once you are able to understand this, then you are building a good foundation. Chemistry, specifically organic chemistry, won't be difficult to you. So make sure that you get this. Make sure that you understand these basics. I move to this prop. The moment just here prop, meaning that N is what? N is 3. So meaning where there is N there, you are going to put 3. And where there is N there, you are going to put 3. So I'm going to start with this. Where there is N, I put 3. So I'm going to have C, then I say 3. I say H, N is there. 2 times 3, 6. Plus 2, 8. I put my 8 here. This is like this. This is prop. I put A-N-E. It becomes propane. So this one is propane. I move to this N3. So I say C, then I put a 3 there. I say H there. H there. 2 times 3, 6. I put my 6 here. This is the name. It is what? Prop. I put E-N-E. It becomes propene. So this one is propane. This one is propene. I'm also showing you how to come up with correct chemical formulas. This is what you need to do. These are some of the things that you need to get. So when the number of carbons are just 1, the name should start with meth. If the number of carbons are 2, which means that N is 2, the name should start with what? Eth. If N is 3, the name should start with what? Prop. This is what you are supposed to know. This is what you need to understand. Let us go to the last one, and you are going to finish up this one. So meaning this one, N is what? 4. N is 4. So this one, C4, then H, what are we doing? We are multiplying this by 2, then we add a 2. So 2 times 4, we get 8. Plus 2, you get 10. What is the name? It is like this, but. Then you put A-N-E. It becomes butane. So this is butane. Then I go to this one. I know that N is 4. This one, you are just multiplying by 2. So 4 times 2, you get 8. What is the name? The name but. It is but. You put E-N-E because all the families under alkenes get to end with this. E-N-E, E-N-E, E-N-E. So this is butene. Have you seen? So these are some of the things that you need to know. These are some of the things you need to get as a student. So don't forget, I'm your academic tutor. I do tuitions for mathematics, chemistry, and physics. Those of you that are interested, make sure that you WhatsApp me on this same number. This is the number that you need to text. This is my number. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to follow me. I'm your academic tutor, Harrison J. Zulu Tutor. This is the username I get to use on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. These are the names that I get to use. Thank you so much. This is your question. Make sure you finish it. Thank you so much for connecting.